Here is a beginner mistake. People think Copilot is only a chat box that writes code. But the real power starts when Copilot can use your tools. It can follow your workflow, call external systems, load reusable skills, and act like a teammate who already knows your process. Today we are doing a clean deep dive into Copilot extensions, custom skills, marketplaces, plugins, and MCP. By the end, you will know what each one does, when to use it, and how a beginner should start. Think of the marketplace like an app store for AI capabilities. Instead of teaching Copilot everything manually, you install a pre-built package. That package can bring skills, /commands, custom agents, hooks, and even MCP servers. For a beginner, this is important because you do not need to become an extension developer on day one. You can first install, inspect, use, and understand how good workflows are packaged. This ladder makes the whole topic simple. At the bottom, instructions tell Copilot your coding rules. Prompt files save repeatable prompts. Skills are reusable task recipes with instructions, scripts, examples, and resources. Custom agents give Copilot a role, like reviewer, tester, or release engineer. Plugins bundle these things together for installation. MCP and extensions connect Copilot to external tools and data. You do not need all of this on day one. You climb the ladder only when the previous step is not enough. Instructions and skills look similar because both use text, but they solve different problems. Instructions are always on rules. Use them for things like naming conventions, test expectations, framework patterns, and security rules. Skills are task-specific workflows. Use them when Copilot needs to perform a repeatable process, like reviewing a pull request, running an integration test checklist, creating a release note, or investigating a failed build. Simple rule. If it is a rule, use instructions. If it is a procedure, use a skill. A skill is not magic. It is usually a folder with a skill.md file. The top part is YAML front matter. The name must be lowercase kebabcase and should match the folder name. The description matters a lot because Copilot uses it to decide when this skill is relevant. The body contains the actual workflow. You can also add checklists, templates, examples, scripts, or supporting resources. This is why skills are better than pasting a giant prompt every time. The loading model is designed to save context. Copilot first sees only the skill name and description. If your request matches the description, it loads the full skill.md body. Then it reads extra files only when the skill references them. This means you can install many skills without filling the context window. Good descriptions are the secret. A vague skill description is like a tool with no label. Agent plugins are the packaging layer. A plugin can include /commands, skills, custom agents, hooks, and MCP servers. After installation, those capabilities appear beside your local customizations. A testing plugin might include a test runner skill, a test reviewer agent, and an MCP server that talks to your test dashboard. That is why marketplace plugins are powerful. They can ship a full workflow, not just one prompt. A plugin needs a plugin.json manifest. That file gives the plugin a name, description, version, and paths to its components. The plugin can point to a skills folder, an agents folder, a hooks file, and an MCP configuration. One important detail from the docs. Name should be plain kebabcase. Avoid slashes, colons, dots, and namespace prefixes. Invalid names can make plugins or skills silently fail to load, which is painful to debug. Marketplace is the discovery and sharing layer. As a user, you browse available plugins, install one, and enable it. In VS Code, plugin marketplaces are Git repositories that contain plugin definitions, and you can add more marketplaces through settings. You can also install a plugin directly from a Git repository URL. As a team, this is huge. You can package your internal engineering workflows and recommend them to everyone in the workspace. Here is a decision point. If you are customizing how Copilot behaves for your repo or team, start with instructions, prompts, skills, and plugins. If Copilot needs to reach outside the repo, use an integration path. MCP is great when you need a standard bridge to tools and data. VS Code language model tools are useful when you need deep access to VS Code APIs. Chat participants are specialized assistants. Copilot extensions are product-level integrations with Copilot experiences. One safety warning for beginners. Plugins and extensions can include hooks and MCP servers that run code or connect to external services. So do not install blindly. Check the publisher, source repository, permissions, and what the plugin starts. Enable only the capabilities you actually need. If you are inside a company, organization policy may control whether plugins or MCP are allowed. Treat AI extensions like developer tooling with real permissions, because that is what they are. If you are new, do not start by building a full marketplace plugin. Start with one annoying repeated task. Turn it into a skill. Use it for a week. If it helps, add examples or scripts. If your team needs it too, package it as a plugin. If the workflow needs live data from Jira, GitHub, Azure, a database, or an internal dashboard, then bring in MCP or an extension. That is a clean path. Rules, workflows, bundles, integrations. That is how Copilot becomes a real development platform.